World needs a new order of modern economy, said Tobabeta. Hello people and welcome to our channel Bling Finance, where we bring some amazing finance videos for you. And in today's video, we're going to talk about the recession of 2023 and what you can do in such tough times. Before we get into the video, if you are new to this channel, don't forget to subscribe to our channel for the best finance videos. Everyone today is talking about recession and its effects, but let's find out first everything about the recession that will help us understand where we are actually leading. A recession is a temporary economic decline marked by decreased trade and industrial activity, as evidenced by a drop in GDP in 2 consecutive quarters. Now that you know what it is, let's move on to the real thing. One of the most well-known experts in finance, Jamie Dimon, Morgan Chase's CEO, is saying that an impending economic hurricane, in his words, is barreling our way, and we are not certain if it is just a minor one or a Hurricane Sandy type of thing. What is now bringing us closer to a recession? Inflation continues to accelerate, rising 8.3% year over year in the most recent data, the highest rate in 40 years. Then there's the national average for gas prices, which is rapidly nearing $5 or more per gallon, and is already well above $6 in several states. As the conflict in Ukraine continues to have a rippling effect across the global economy, the threat of nuclear weapons is as real as it has been since the height of the Cold War. This is a global issue, and the World Bank has now issued a grim warning that the global economy could be heading for stagflation, similar to that of the 1970s, with years of steadily rising prices. Experts believe that the cash buffers and investment portfolios that many Americans built up during the pandemic are in danger of being wiped out totally, especially given the poor economic outlook. So clearly, this is terrifying because I can definitely imagine an economy where people are so frustrated with growing costs, but stagnant salaries because all of these items that cost more money are eating away at your savings. According to a New York Times survey, only 16% of the public said they had more savings today than they did during the pandemic, while a virtual majority of 50% said they had less. The situation is even worse for low-income households, where 9% said they had more now than they did before the pandemic, while 64% said they had less, and the situation is quickly getting worse. Simply put, the everyday expense of living is rising at a rate far quicker than what someone can earn. According to the bank rates, the national average savings account interest rate is still stuck at a low 0.07%. Even the top savings account interest rates from online banks like Discover and Ally are trying to return to 1%, which was the norm not too long ago, as you may recall. When such crashes occur, low-income households are disproportionately affected. And you're right, inflation isn't fair because low-income people are far less likely to have assets that grow with inflation. The fact that savings rates have decreased, as we previously discussed, is extremely concerning. More people than we realize live paycheck to paycheck, and little changes can have a big impact with terrible repercussions. When you're barely a paycheck away from being unable to afford to live, what if something happens that is beyond your control? It can cause you to move from being okay to not okay, making a large ripple. But there's no assurance that will happen in today's environment. And while I don't believe it will happen significantly, it is something we should consider. So here are some quick tips to lessen the effects of the recession on you. 1. Pay off your debts. If you think a recession is imminent, do not take on any new long-term obligations and clear your outstanding debt if pending. 2. Reserve fund. Build up a reserve fund equivalent to 6 or 12 months of living expenses, including food, electricity, water, fuel, and medical expenses, etc. This will help in the event of job loss. 3. Manage your finances wisely. Minimize your common extra expenses or eliminate them altogether. You might want to keep an extra on during downtime to avoid going completely nuts, but choose carefully. 4. Side hustle. Build and have at least one side hustle. It may not earn you much, but it will slow down the consumption of your reserves. Having one gives an advantage of additional stream of income rather than solely depending on a single income. 5. Be aware. Keep a close eye on your employer and the industry you work in, and you'll often see the signs of an impending recession faster than outsiders like the media. 6. Credit card. Keep your credit card as close to zero as possible. During the 2008 and 9 crisis, banks and creditors reduced the available credit limit level to a lower level. It increased a person's usage and completely ruined his credit score almost overnight. If you have $12,000 but have never carried over a balance, you may see your limit drop to $5,000 but won't have the same impact. 7. Contact professional and personal network. When there is an ongoing recession, it is often helpful to contact people in your professional or personal network because they may be aware of unadvertised job opportunities online. You can use both personal and professional social media to indicate that you are open to new job opportunities. Using this time to expand your network is also beneficial because you may finally have the opportunity to help another job seeker. 8. Cash. Finally, if possible, set aside cash or cash equivalents as a source of opportunity created by each recession. This can allow you to make outstanding investments. So this is everything about Recession 2023 and some important things to take care of in the recession era. If you would like to add something to it, the comment section is open. If you enjoyed watching the video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share the video.